Hey everybody, welcome to Richland Library Northeast. My name is Caroline Bradley and I'm the Culinary Arts Coordinator for this location. We are standing in our teaching kitchen and welcome to the Learn Freely Fest. I'm going to make two really easy, simple, colorful, vibrant dishes that are going to be perfect for the summer. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to make is our tomato, bacon, feta, orzo salad. This salad is going to be easy, it's kid-friendly, and they are going to love it. So the first thing we have to do is go over our ingredients. So right over here, we have some bacon, we have our grape tomatoes, we have English cucumber. I'm using the English cucumber. If you can't find these, just make sure you peel the skin off, and then we just gave that a nice dice.
Just a regular cucumber?
Just a regular cucumber, yeah.
You can't find the English?
If you can't find the English, just any regular cucumber, yep.
But just make sure you take the skin off.
Yeah, make sure you peel it. Make sure you peel that cucumber and then give it a nice dice. And then we also have our ingredients for our vinaigrette. So we're gonna start right here. This is our lemon zest. We have some Dijon mustard, some sugar, lemon juice, and then our shallot that we gave a very nice dice. And then we're also gonna put some feta cheese in our salad as well. And that's gonna give it that tanginess and a nice bite. And then we also have our orzo. And this is a pasta, kind of resembles rice, but it cooks just like pasta. Kid-friendly, and this is going to be very, very delicious with the rest of the ingredients. So the first thing we have to do is we have to fry up our bacon. This bacon we cut into fourth inch strips, and they're called lardons. So we want to make sure we give that a nice brown in our pan to make it nice and crisp. And then we are going to drain it off. Don't you guys like bacon? Everybody loves bacon, right?
I love bacon.
So good, so good. Now, if you don't like bacon or if you're vegetarian, you can definitely omit this, but we don't want to omit this, right? I think we all agree in the teaching kitchen that we appreciate our bacon. So right now I have the pan on medium heat, and we are just going to let that go and let it get nice and brown.
Bacon.
Everything's better with bacon, bacon. All right, so I'm turning this off. I'm removing it from the heat, and I am going to just put it on our plate. Now this plate's lined with paper towels just to kind of soak up that excess oil. This is going to be all the flavor we need for this recipe, I think. And the next thing we have, well, we have our freshly cooked bacon right over here, delicious and crispy. So now the next thing we have to do is we have to make our vinaigrette. Now this is a very, very easy vinaigrette because we have simple ingredients. We have our shallots, so we're going to add our shallots to this bowl. Now this is a very fine dice for our shallots. And we also have our sugar that goes right in. We have our Dijon mustard. And that's gonna add it that little bit of bite that it needs. And if you can't find Dijon mustard, you can just use regular mustard. I just like Dijon mustard because it's fancy. And we also need some lemon zest. And some lemon juice. Now if you don't have lemon juice, you can use vinegar, white vinegar, red wine vinegar, any kind of vinegar will do. But just not a lot because you don't want to overpower it too much. Maybe just like 1 or 2 tablespoons of vinegar. So right now we want to just mix this together. So we're going to add maybe like 3 to 4 tablespoons of olive oil. And I like to do just kind of a couple drops to start. So this is our vinaigrette. We're gonna add just a little bit of pepper to it. And then at the end, we can salt and pepper our salad. But I just like to add just a little bit of pepper to the vinaigrette just right now. Okay, so we are done with that. So now we are going to cut up our feta. Now, feta cheese is really good. It's a sheep's milk cheese. It can be made with goat's milk that is pickled in a brine. And the pickling of this goat cheese is just so delicious because you can tell it's a fresh cheese. It is nice and tangy. Oh, it just makes it so extra tangy. And that's what we need for our salad. Now, if you don't have feta cheese, you can use goat cheese. A lot of people use cottage cheese, halloumi cheese, Gouda, any kind of cheese you want. You just want to add just a little bit of saltiness and a little bit of the bite, and that's exactly what we have for our feta. So we're just going to cube this and we're going to add it to our salad and make sure we stir it up and not breaking it up too much. Okay, so we have everything ready, and it looks like we're ready to assemble our salad. Now this is the easiest part, so you could definitely, hopefully your kids were with you, helping you along the way, but this is a step that you can just let them do everything. All it takes is putting everything in a bowl, mixing it together, and eating it. How easy is that? All right, so we have our orzo pasta, so we're gonna add that to our large bowl. Now this we dressed with a little bit of olive oil just so it didn't stick together. All right, so we have our orzo and we're going to add our vinaigrette that we mixed up a little bit earlier. Now this had our shallots, some lemon juice, some some lemon zest. I don't know where I got lime from.
Lime might be great.
Lime would be good for that. Anything citrusy. And if you don't have that lemon juice, you can use some vinegar. So we kind of dress this up first, and it always gets creamier at this point, and that's why I love using orzo. Our cherry tomatoes, our grape tomatoes. And this is where we add the color, and that's where that vibrant freshness comes in. Our cucumbers. Now we use our English cucumbers for this. If you can't find English cucumbers, that's fine. Use whatever you can find. Just make sure you peel it. And now doesn't that start to look like summer? Just a little bit, just a titch. Oh, I do love those colors. Oh, I love them. Now we're gonna add our bacon. When the bacon makes everything better. Our bacon in there. Give that a nice light toss. And then we're gonna add our feta cheese. Now this cheese is really, really good. We wanna make sure we don't break it up too much. When we stir it.
Is that why we're adding it in at the end?
We wanna add it at the end so we can make sure we kind of preserve our cubes. And we want to gently fold this. That way we don't break up the feta too much, because when we bite into our salad, we want big chunks of feta. We want everyone to get a big chunk of feta and bacon and just everything, right? Everything. We want them to try a little bit of everything. So what do you guys think? I think we are at the point where our salad is mixed.
What do you think?
I like a lot. It does need a little bit of seasoning though. Some fresh black pepper and some salt. All right, so we have our finished salad, our tomato, bacon, and feta orzo salad. And we are going to transport it to our serving bowl.
It'd be great for summer, but honestly, with that, I'm getting a little bit of Christmas vibes with the red and green.
I was about to say, like, this looks
like a side dish
like
to
the Italian flag. Like, this is good. Like, this is looking good. All right, so we had our delicious salad. Now we are going to move on to our dessert portion of the show. So we have our Japanese fruit sandwiches, or sandos, and this is going to be an extremely delicious way to present fruit and just a different way to eat your fruit this summer. So let's get started, guys. The first thing we have to do is make our whipped cream. Now, I like to put my bowl that I'm going to make our whipped cream in, and I like to put it in a freezer, only because it has to be very, very cold, and it's going to set up even better if we make sure it's cold at the beginning. What we're going to use for our whipped cream, we have our heavy cream right here. We have about 3 cups of this, and then we have sugar, and then we're going to use some vanilla extract. So we're going to pour our heavy cream into our cold bowl. Now, I love whipped cream. Honestly, I can just make a bowl of whipped cream and just have this fruit and I'm good. I'm fine with that, but we're gonna just take it a little step further. So we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of sugar, just to give a little bit of sweetness. And then we are going to add some vanilla extract. Now, maybe just like a teaspoon. You can measure it. I just like to eyeball this, just because you're not gonna hurt it. We already have all of our ingredients in our bowls. Now we just gotta blend this up. Point where we're about thick as we need to be. We need like a couple more seconds. All right. I think we are good. We are good. So we have finished our whipped cream. We are going to put this in the fridge and we are going to get started on our fruit. Now, the fruit's the easiest part because all you have to do is peel the mandarin oranges, and then we're going to peel and cut our kiwis. And then we're going to do something kind of special for our little, our strawberries. We're going to make them look like flowers. So we have our orange, so now we're going to cut up we gotta peel our kiwi. So we're gonna take one end off. And this is just an easy dish. And who doesn't love kiwis? Oh my gosh. And they're so good right now. So, so good. Now in between each layer, you're gonna put whipped cream. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut the petal for our fruit. So we're going to do it this way. So you're going to cut like a little V shape, and that's going to be one side of your flower. And you're going to cut this other side of your flower. And that is it. When we put it on your sandwich, you're going to see your flour. So let's do that one more time. So you're going to take, that doesn't look too great. Let's do this one. So you're going to remove the tops or hull your strawberries. And now we are going to, on one side of it, we're going to cut a little V. I'm going to remove that piece. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Remove that. So that's what it's going to look like when we put it on our sandwich. Okay. All right, so now we are ready to assemble our sandwiches. You just need 2 slices of bread. Like how sandwiches usually start, or our sandos. We gotta say it right. We're gonna assemble our sandos. So we have our whipped cream, and we're just gonna put a fairly thin, even layer on both sides. Okay. All right, so now the first step, we are going to put our flour down right on the top. And we're gonna take our kiwi. That's gonna be for our petal. And we're gonna add a little bit, and it's gonna be for our stem, excuse me. Kiwi's for your stem. And we're going to add a little bit of whipped cream to that. And we're going to put our next one down. Add a little bit more whipped cream. You can never have too much whipped cream. And we're going to put the other one down, the other end. And I'm going to add some whipped cream to the top of that, just to kind of fill in the gaps. Make a little mound of whipped cream, a little whipped cream mountain. That doesn't sound too terrible, does it?
It doesn't.
All right. Okay, so now we are going to put our lid on, and then we have to wrap this in plastic wrap, and we're going to put this in the fridge for about 30 minutes just to chill it, and then we are going to cut it down the middle to reveal our fruit design. All right, so now you're just going to wrap up your fruit sando in cling wrap. Another layer, why not? It'll turn out a little bit better. And what you really can do, you can mark it as well. That way you'll know where you are cutting it. So I can just mark it in the middle. That way I know when I take this out of the fridge, I have to cut it right down the middle. All right, so I'm gonna put this away. We're gonna do the other two sandwiches, and we are going to reveal our fruit designs. So after you take your fruit sando out of the fridge, you're going to cut off the crust, and then we're gonna cut it down the middle to reveal your fruit design. And just make sure you follow the line that you put on your plastic wrap. So we just gotta cut with a serrated knife. You're gonna remove the crust. Now you can leave the crust on, that's entirely up to you, but the traditional way is to just remove the crust, and then we are going to cut it in half. And we'll see what we have. Okay. Oh, I don't know why I'm scared. Oh no, let's see.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Oh, that looks great.
Oh, does it? Oh,
Look at that.
a little lopsided, but it's still cute. Okay. All right, I'm digging the fruit sando. I'm digging it. All right, so we got our strawberry one. Aww,
Yeah.
it's a cute little guy. Some strawberries, and that has the grape. And we have one more, I believe. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, okay. Wow. It's cute. It's cute. Okay. And that's our platter of fruit sandos. Our platter of fruit sandos, you can get as creative as you want with this, or you can do just like me and experiment and see what we got and be surprised and excited about your final result. But this is going to go great with our salad that we had. I hope you guys enjoyed all of our easy, simple, vibrant summer recipes today, and learn freely, share freely, think freely, enjoy.